Lucha Libre is one of Mexico's most popular sports. It dates back to 1860 and is known for its masked wrestlers, over-the-top moves, and rowdy audiences. It's also known for gringo bad guys. J. Caspian Kang traveled to Mexico City
Is this you right here?
to meet a 27-year-old wrestler from Pittsburg who's found a distinctive, if inevitable, way to get Mexican crowds to turn against him.
There's actually no tanning beds anywhere in Mexico. So generally before a week of good luchas, I need a spray tan. So right now I appear to be orange, but I will look good by the time the show starts tonight at 5 o'clock.
I think you might be darker than a lot of people that you're going to be in the ring with tonight. There's certainly more orange.
Yeah. Donald Trump is orange, so maybe I'll look exactly like him tonight.
Sam Polanski moved to Mexico for the same reason most immigrants move to new countries. Work.
This is great.
Polanski, who goes by the wrestling name Sam Adonis, has been a journeyman for most of his career with stops all over the United States and Europe.
These are my favorite thing about Mexico, is they make fancy boots.
But his wandering days may be over.
We can start whatever you guys need right now.
Sam moved to Mexico about a year ago to play a ladies' man, the sort of alpha bro who would try to steal your girl. It was going okay, but he wasn't seeing much traction.
First event I had here in Mexico City, I was a sole representative of the United States for a tournament. And I was just thinking of ideas. How do I represent the United States and kind of wind people up at the same time?
Then he had an idea on how to become Mexico's ultimate villain.
Before, I had one photo of Donald Trump on my tights just to wind people up. And it got such an awesome response from everybody that I was thinking, how can I do something bigger and better with Donald Trump? So the idea that I had was to put the picture of Donald Trump on the American flag. So I waited for the election. And the following Saturday, I had my first match, and the reaction was just outrageous. And it took about 10 or 15 seconds for them to realize what the giant orange spot on the flag was. And then everybody in the building absolutely lost it. It was the first time in my wrestling career that I've ever heard an entire audience scream, F you, F you, F you. So I'm sitting there, as the bad guy in the ring, with the bad faces and the snarling. But inside, I'm giggling like a little kid saying, wow, this is great. Look at what we just created here.
Lucha Libre will always be a reflection of Mexico's id. Sam's in-your-face American patriotism works best in times of strained relations across the border. That means Sam Adonis, Mexico's #1 Trump supporter, was almost inevitable.
Es algo diferente que viene a cambiar la lucha libre por el presidente estadounidense que no lo quieren aquí y la gente lo está aceptando muy bien.
When you see him with the Donald Trump flag, how do you feel?
Que se regrese a su país, aquí no lo queremos.
The Trump character shouldn't have been too much of a stretch. The real Donald Trump used to play a heel on WWE and even appeared on WrestleMania in 2007. As somebody who's playing the heel right now, and as somebody who watched Trump throughout his campaign, did you see similarities?
I feel like Donald Trump's one of the best heels of all time. I feel like he knows how to captivate an audience and knows how to say the right thing at the right time. I don't know if he's necessarily played the heel because he wanted negative attention, but I think, in today's society, people like the anti-hero. People like the people that are anti-establishment, and that's what Donald Trump is known for.
After the match, Sam met with some of the fans who had just been screaming at him to go back to America.
The best part about it is these people vicariously scream through me.
Gracias, por favor, más apoyo.
When they come to the luchas and scream the way they feel about the United States or me or whatever, it's a release. They feel good.
Tengo tiempo para todos. Hola, bonitos, ¿cómo estás?